Hello everyone, welcome back. We are on part 4 now, and we just finished off taking out a boss. Now we're back in Haven City. Or as Jack and as Daxter said, the boys are back in town, so yeah. Got that precursor egg there. It's been quite an interesting day. Since I'm recording this on a Sunday, the NFL season has started again. And then also a new episode of Game of Thrones came out. So, excellent day. Great day of football and good episode of Game of Thrones. But, maybe for most people they don't really like sports, so I'll try not to talk about that all too much. Even though we got a cutscene coming up.
This place looks as bad as my old bedroom back home.
Jack! Over here!
Samos! Kira!
Ah, Samos! Still as green as the stuff between my toes.
See, Kira? I knew I could feel Jack's energy. My boy, it's good to see you again. Those passageways below the palace, they must be terribly important. The metalheads and KG robots are advancing toward them, and we can't hold out forever.
So, the city needs me again, huh? What else is new?
Veigar has turned on the force fields here.
Veigar's the one who attacked the palace. He said he was looking for something below. Something in the catacombs.
Well, you're just going to have to find whatever it is before he does. But first, you'll need to find another way into this section of the city. Take the sewers into the port, then find a way north to reach us. And Jack, we're sorry for what happened. We should have stopped Veigar.
I'll stop him myself.
You'll actually notice that Kira doesn't even say anything there. You would think that she would after, seeing Jack all this time, because the sexual tension between them is palpable. But they actually changed voice actresses for her. And she doesn't really have a whole lot of speaking lines in this game. Yeah, which is... I don't really know the reason for that. I've never really researched it to know. So, it's alright. We gotta head down to the sewers. I guess that's what doubles for a loading screen now. Flying metalheads. Yeah, so I'm using the arc welder currently just to kind of, I kind of wanted to use the weapons as I got them, just to show them off what they do, and also show off my great affinity for, roll jumping right off the ledge. Because if I can do it, I'll do it. To move faster. Sometimes I just won't be paying attention to my surroundings. It's fortunate that when the metalhead eggs or whatever fall off the stage, they actually just automatically get sucked into you. I actually think I make a mistake here too. Yep. I thought I realized I had it all backwards. Actually, there's no backwards about it. We're supposed to go down both. We're supposed to turn left like 2 times. Now I think at this point I'm just kind of... Screw the enemies. I killed myself again. Boy, I'd make an excellent speedrunner, wouldn't I? Speaking of that, I've actually thought about speedrun. I won't say I've officially did speedruns before. Good lord, these guys are getting on my nerves. I'm just watching this. I've never officially speedrun games. I played them fast, you know. Obviously tried to beat them as quickly as I could, but I've never like utilized, or I guess I've never actually like done official speedruns, you know, that you typically see from like speedruns.com or something, you know, and learn strats to actually beat the game as fast as I can. Because I guess I would call it like a casual speedrun, I guess you could say. I play the game casually, but I play fast. The only game that I've really like, I guess, attempted a quote-unquote speedrun was probably Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 2 for the main example, like the one on PlayStation, and I also did it for the remake as well. But that's about as close as I've ever really gotten to like doing speedruns. But even then, they were still kind of casual, because I never did like glitches or anything like that. But then I don't think the Resident Evil games have glitches for their speedruns. They're more naturally just your awareness for like the enemies and stuff, and being able to utilize dodges and your inventory management and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that's mainly what Resident Evil speedruns are about. Although they're trying not to get hit by the puffer fish or whatever. Then I also realized, like, wait a minute, can I just shoot these things? So I was like, if those fans are going off, I'm not gonna get anywhere. But anyways, back to what I was like saying earlier with, like, I've never, yeah, outside of Resident Evil games, I've never really attempted speedruns. I don't know what games I would want to though. I kind of made a boo-boo there. I meant to do the the healing, but instead I ended up freezing instead. Whoopsies. So I lost all my light power. Fortunately for me, I got more, so I was able to heal myself. At least get a little over half my health back. But yeah, who's out of anybody watching who's been watching like House of the Dragon, and like, what do you think of it? So far, I'm enjoying it. I won't talk about spoilers or anything, you know, or the episodes or anything, you know, in case people haven't watched it. But from what I've seen from the first 4 episodes, it's been really good. I actually have no idea what happens if you fall into those whirlpools. If you just die, I guess. Would make sense. I've never fell into them. Oh, there's that classic. There's that classic move where I accidentally jump on my hoverboard instead of shooting my weapon. I wasn't even going to attempt to get that box because I know I would probably have fallen off the edge somehow. It's what I do. What I deal with those obnoxious guys from Jak 2? The ones that like to shoot the little grenade looking shots at you? Oh no, they throw grenades at you. And they got that cheese that the AI does, you know, where they read your inputs, they know where you're going before you do. We should reach in the end of the sewers. Now we're on the other side. I was like, wait a minute, do I have to go grind those rails? I was like, whoa, I don't remember that. Now we're at the dock. Now fast forward it back to where we get to the Naughty Otzel.
Ah, the Naughty Otzel. Honey, I'm home.
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
Torn? What are you doing to my place?
We needed a southern HQ for the war. Plus, I kinda like the sign with the Otzel head outside.
Yeah, it's cool, huh?
We use it for target practice.
Hey!
Listen, I'm sorry we couldn't stop Count Viger. We all are.
We just saw Viger. He's trying to use precursor technology for something.
Figures. That guy always was one monk short of a choir. We have bigger problems now. Viger sent me on a suicide attack into the port, and we got cut off. Now we can't get back to Freedom HQ. Our forces are divided, and the KG and Metalhead fronts are squeezing us from both sides.
Never fear, the Trouble Twins are here.
Uh-oh. Speaking of trouble, we've got incoming blast bots from the KG City section. They're heading this way. Can you handle it, Jack?
Okay, so we got a little fear. But Jack is here.
Alright, so it's got this mission where we gotta take out these death bots. So I'm gonna take out the first one, and then I'll skip to where I'm fighting to the very last one. Just to kind of cut down time, because I got this thing right at 35 minutes, and I think that's pure awesome. So I want to leave it this way. So my editing got it to like 35 minutes, and I didn't even mean to do that. It was a total accident. Because like once I finished like editing the clips before I started doing the commentary to it, it all added up to being 35 minutes even. So I was like, dude, that's awesome. We're gonna keep it this way. So I'm gonna take out the first robot just so you kind of know what I'm doing, because you pretty much just do the same for all three of them. You get up behind it, just unload on him and stuff until he decides to go beep beep beep, and then for some reason I got stuck on him, so he blew up on me and I took some damage, but it's okay. We have the healing. Yeah, so here we are skipping where we're fighting the last one, and I think he's almost dead too because he's on fire. So and the blue guys are on our team, but we're over there just shooting them anyways because, you know, we're fun like that. Everybody takes a bullet.
Great shooting, Jack.
All right.
It's nice to have you back. Come back to the Naughty Otzel and let's talk about how we're gonna get our butts out of this mess.
Yeah, then we skip back to the Naughty Otzel. We have another cutscene.
Ashlyn, this is Dorn. Jack's back in the city.
Jack? I knew I could count on you.
That new KG leader's probably pissing in his... Wait, someone's jamming the signal. I think...
Errol.
I live! Still fighting for the weak link, Jack? Well, I've had a few enhancements since we last met. Even the metalheads have their biological weakness. But me? I'm pure metal. I'd love to meet you again.
We must unite our forces or we're through. You've got to reach us, Jack.
We need you to break through and link up with us before it's too late. The KG robots are growing stronger. That floating war factory of theirs is spitting out more robots every day.
We need to assault the KG front. If we can break through their defenses, we may be able to get back to HQ and link up. Care to make some noise, Jack?
We're always up for a little rumble. Hey, Dax?
Fish in a barrel, baby. Fish in a barrel.
Fish in a barrel. It's gonna make a great thumbnail. Dax's face.
I'll handle this.
Shoots off like a missile. Then we need to collect these, I guess, nuclear cores or nuclear eco to charge up the missile. Gotta get it all the way to the point so we can blow up the gate. Yeah, and if at any point you hit like a wall or something, you'll blow up. And you'll have to restart.
Go, baby, go!
Well, depending on... And those mines, too. Because I think they put like a checkpoint halfway through it, too. That could have been disastrous there. Which I think we do end up seeing a little mistake happen. Didn't even mean for it to happen, but right here. Whoops. And yeah, they give us like a checkpoint where we're halfway through it. Yeah, I guess if you hit half, you get a checkpoint. I was like, this time I'll stay close to the bridge. Or on the outside of it, whatever. I think it's the last one we have to grab. No, there's still more. Oh wait, duh. I'm forgetting it's not all the way to like critical mass yet.
You got it in control, bastard.
I think the missile gets slowly a bit quicker. I was like, well, we missed that core. Now we have to go back and get it. So
One more eco charge to find.
I'd be very, very careful. You know, don't take any crazy turns where you don't know what's around the corner. And here's the last one. Great cutscene. He's like, ah, gets crushed. Alright, so we're gonna skip ahead. We're gonna go to the shooting range where we meet Tess.
Dexter! You're back! Oh, did that mean old desert burn your itty-bitty paws?
Hey, Tess baby, don't crush the merchandise. How's biz?
I'm designing new guns to help out the war effort.
You make guns now?
Yeah, I just finished this new gun. It sports a multi-port, large-bore gyro burst launcher with blowback breach assist, using full jacket, eco-depleted armor-piercing slugs, and a continuous kill zone scanner for tight groupings at a high cycle rate of fire. It's a hobby. Not so fast. First, you have to prove you can protect my little schnookums in the new gun course.
When she has apparently found her new mean streak. Probably hanging out with Daxter, maybe, or she already had it and she was just very timid in the second game. So yeah, as per the second one, we're going through a shooting range just to kind of test out the weapon. Well, not test out the weapon, burning the score. So I just skipped ahead, of course. No sense in keeping all that in there. Just, you know, if you've done it once, you've done it all.
Not bad shooting, Jack, for a guy. Now, I want you to protect my little baby with this, or else I'll hunt you down and hurt you real bad, okay?
Wow, I didn't know you had so much.
Now Tess gave us a new mod called the Gyro Burster. This is another one of my favorites to use.
We've got some KG defenses we need eliminated. Super range sniper cannons are keeping our men pinned down. Jack, you need to find those hidden cannons and take them out. There's sure to be an enemy counterattack when they see what you're up to, so watch out. You know the routine.
Yeah, we do all the work, you get all the credit.
Yeah, which we'll get a chance to use it here. As you just saw. Shoots a little pot in the air and then you can also hold the R button. I think it's hold it or press it again after you fire it and it'll stay in place. Because like normally if you shoot the Gyro Burster, it will kind of slowly move forward as it shoots, just rains bullets down. But yeah, so now we're here, we're gonna take out these turrets. Trying to take out these defenses. So I'll take out the first one and then we'll skip to the very last two. Because there's like, what, 6 there? Yeah, 6 that we have to take care of. Just for the sake of time, that's all.
You took one out. Now get the rest.
Want to try to keep these more fast-paced, you know what I mean? It's about story and fast-paced gameplay. And it really makes it so it doesn't take as long to render and upload the video, because I think it takes like, what, an hour if it's an hour-long video. So I typically maybe spend 3 hours. It's not that I don't want to put any time into it. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. It's just more time efficient, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be working 2 jobs. Supposed to be starting a second job on the 14th, so Wednesday. I gotta squeeze in all the stuff I can. And I'm just taking unnecessary hits because I missed the time to destroy that. We got them all taken care of.
Good work, Jack. That'll help us.
We'll also skip ahead
I'd say we've got him worried.
to our next destination. Back to the Naughty Atoll.
Jack, I need you to go into the sewers, into the Metalhead City section. We need to attack their hive from below, and the sewers are the only way in right now. We haven't been in those old passageways since the war broke out, but no scouts have reported movement down there.
That's a good thing, right?
I mean, no scouts have ever come back alive to tell us.
Oh. Ow! Still giving us the crappy missions, huh?
Dark, dirty, dangerous. I'm beginning to like this war.
Then we'll skip ahead to the sewer. Yeah, doing a lot of jump cuts. We're moving very quickly. Getting in, getting out. Yeah, don't get hit by the green gas. It'll knock you right off the platform. I think this time we're going into a different part of the sewers, though. Yeah, this for the most part I kind of kept in. This could have been one of those ones I skipped too, but we'll keep it in there just to keep the 35 minutes. The 35-minute timer. Just because I find it so impressive. I'm easily amused, okay? Just floating blaster ammo that was off to the left there. Very interesting. Although I think I've decided that the next game I'm going to end up doing is God of War. Since the game is coming very, very close to release, you know. We're almost like, what, mid-September here, and then it comes out like the beginning of November, so it gives me like a month to be able to record it and upload it and get it on there. So it's going to be a New Game Plus. A New Game Plus run on Give Me God of War difficulty. Because even though the game is on New Game Plus, game is still tough as balls on that difficulty regardless. So even if I was to do a new game, which I guess for story purposes would probably make more sense, because like for anybody who hadn't played the first game, you know, obviously if I'm playing it on New Game Plus, there's going to be like a spoiler, I guess, from the beginning of the game. So maybe I might just do, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I want to start a whole new file, because I've been wanting to play that on New Game Plus just to test it out, because there's like new armors and stuff that you get when you play on New Game Plus. So I kind of want to test that out, and I think there was new abilities. I don't remember, but I know there was new stuff that you can get in New Game Plus. So I feel like that would be better. But I think for the most part, anybody who's watching that game has either probably played it, you know, or they know about, you know, that specific spoiler I'm talking about. Although I don't know if it's really considered. Yeah, nah, actually it really is, because spoiler, not spoiler, you know. Like if you played like the first 3 games, you'd know. Or first 4, or was there 5? I'm trying to remember. Was there 5 God of War set in the Greek period that came out? Because I know there was 3. There was 3 in the trilogy, you know, obviously, and then they had like the 2 spin-off games or whatever. And then I think they had the PSP game too, the Ghost of Sparta, which was like a prequel game. I guess that was the one that would like set up Kratos for, it was like that prequel game. And then they had Ascension, and I'm thinking of one more. Ascension was my least favorite. I think it might have been a lot of people's least favorite, but Ascension, I refuse to play again. I refuse to play that game again. That game was probably one of the only games to ever make me almost break a controller. I've never ever, I don't usually, like, you know, some people get frustrated. There's going to be a cut here because I was like getting stuck trying to get up on this platform. I was having trouble there for a minute, but anyways, yeah, for the most part, you know, games tend to frustrate people sometimes. You know, some things happen and it just irritates you, and you're just like, ah, whatever, you know. But like, God of War Ascension was probably the only game that made me like damn near break a controller. Like, I threw that thing on the ground. I was pissed. I don't usually throw controllers. I just like, you know, I don't ever like throw them very hard. You know, if I've ever gotten like super irritated with a game, the most I've ever done was just toss it on the floor, like very oh so lightly. Just basically like, oh geez, you know, like, good lord, you know, not enough to do any damage to it. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, God of War Ascension was like the only game that I just fucking blah. I'm done. And I don't know why. I cannot remember it. I cannot remember exactly what it was that just frustrated me. I'm wondering if it was that trial bit. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. If you played that game, you know what I'm talking about. But like, for some people, there would be like, well, it's just like all the other games. No, I don't know. Yeah, sure, it plays like the other games, but the other games just, they didn't feel as cheap, I guess. I don't know, the other games were like tough, but they seemed fair, you know, I guess. Like, if you made a mistake, it was your fault pretty much. Who knows, I could have been made a mistake. It was years ago. I don't even remember it, but whatever. I just still refuse to play Ascension again. It was the least favorite God of War game. But yeah, I got off on a little tangent there. Sometimes I do that when I was talking about what I was going to be doing after I get this uploaded, which was yeah, playing Give Me God of War 2018, because I want to get it up there before Ragnarok. Yeah, because that's the next game I'm really looking forward to. I mean, there's some like RPGs that are supposed to be coming out. Like, I don't know when Crisis Core is going to come out, because I'm going to be doing that, because that's going to be interesting, being able to actually play that game, because I've had a PSP. Just like the only PSP game I ever really played on it was like a Killzone game, and then I played
You're behind enemy lines now, so watch yourself. I need you to take out
the Daxter game,
near the Southport border. We have reports that the metalheads
which is supposed to be like before, you know, before the events of Jak 2 kick off. You know, when Daxter runs off, when Arrow like kidnaps you, well, I guess, you know, knocks you out. But yeah, those are like the only 2 games I remember ever playing on the PSP. So I never really got Crisis Core. I wanted to play it. I've seen the cutscene, so I obviously know what happens in it. Like, I actually watched like a movie, you know. People like to upload just cutscenes. I thought about doing that, just uploading pure cutscenes and then like just cool gameplay moments, you know, like boss fights. Like, become one of those channels, but then I couldn't really do commentary unless I was talking over it, and then that kind of ruins the whole point of it being a story or a movie when you're talking. But yeah. Maybe I'll do that for some games that I just don't really have anything really to talk about. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, but that's my next project. But I am looking forward to playing Crisis Core. Don't know when that's coming out. They said it's supposed to come out winter this year, so that could be the early next year. It probably will be like January, February-ish. And then they're supposed to be releasing the Trails of Zero series, the one that was in Crossbell. You know, for people who've actually played the Trails series, know exactly what I'm talking about. I do plan to upload the Trails of Cold Steel games at some point. It's like some of my favorite RPGs there. And then at some point, I'm hoping to get like a capture card on my PC so I can upload like the first Trails games, Trails of the Sky, the Trails of the Sky series. But yeah, they got the Trails of Zero coming out for the PS4. It's supposed to be coming out like, what was it, November, October, maybe? I don't remember what day though. There's still like some other things, you know, Valkyrie Elysium's coming out. I think it's October, or it might be the end of this month. I think it was like September 30th, maybe. But yeah, it's either like the end of September or sometime in October. There's a lot of stuff coming out in October that may be interesting to play. But we definitely getting Ragnarok up there. And yeah, and then just, I know I keep putting off the Uncharted series. It's been taking me a long time to get these two games on there. I've been kind of busy and stuff, so trying to, at least I've been able to upload for the last 2 days. You've seen a lot of deaths, and I kind of skipped ahead at some parts of this because the platforming was just a pain in the padded butt. And I'm wondering if this is the part that the funny shit happens. Oh yeah. You see exactly? I just fell through the world. And you see why I cut out some of this place. It was just woof, you know. But we're getting close to the end of the episode. Once we take out these last two, I'll destroy the wall and then basically cut off the episode. Yeah, see, this all sorts of glitchy or something. I don't know if it's, I don't remember this ever happening in the PS2 version of the game, or even the PS3 remastered, you know, the PS3 remaster. I don't remember ever these weird like little glitches, you know, where you get stuck or just falling through the world, or I took some damage. Basically, wow, there's a lot of funky stuff going on right now. That I'm just noticing are happening. I don't remember ever taking damage, you know, just getting shot off one of those little these little spouts of air, or little air plants, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, but here's what's gonna take out the last one. Yeah, there's some real buggy, glitchy shit going on here. So yeah, I will say now, well, I will say my adieus here, because there will be a talking section. So yeah, we're about to get a new Dark Jack power here, where we're going to be able to blast doors, walls down. Not every wall, some walls, some doors. You'll be able to see it, you know, kind of the cracked doors or whatever. So yeah, thank you for tuning into this episode. I will see you guys in part 5. Thank you for your continued support. For anybody who watches this and continues to watch this in the years to come.
Jack, my boy, Samos here.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
South Haven Forest. Could you please go check out reports of a dark eco infestation there? It seems someone is still experimenting with dark eco. If you find infected plants, you must destroy them before they spread. There are some ancient precursor pillars in the forest that may have a link to the catacombs. But if the metalheads overrun the place, we'll never know for sure. Make me proud.